So let me ask you a question. If you were going to install a back concrete patio or build a deck, which one do you think would cost more money, and how much extra value do you think one over the other would create? If you're going to update your kitchen or maybe finish a rec room downstairs or somewhere in the house, which one do you think would probably cost more money, and which one do you think would create more value? That is really about investing. When you go to update your house, what is going to create more value at the cost you're putting into it? So if you build a deck, the deck's probably going to cost more money than a concrete patio, right? Build some forms, pour some concrete, you finish it. It's going to serve the same purpose. It might lay out differently. The deck's probably going to cost more money, might look a little nicer, right? But are you really going to create any more value by having a deck versus a patio? Both serve the same purpose. I would argue that you're not going to create any more value one way or another. You're just going to save yourself some money by installing the concrete patio, and maintenance probably. I mean, concrete, you wash it off, you're pretty good to go. Come to decks, you have handrails and guardrails, and you probably have wood that you're going to have to stain or paint. And so it's upkeep, right? But you didn't really create any more value in the house. Kitchens. Well, kitchens are like the number one thing when it comes to value in a house, right? It's the thing everybody spends time in. A nice kitchen just shows nice and creates value. Probably going to cost more money than updating like a rec room or something in the house. But are you going to gain more value in the kitchen? Probably going to create more value in the kitchen, but it's probably going to cost you more. And so that's what I wanted to just kind of bring the thought process forward as far as investing in your home, is when you're out there and you're thinking about, I want to update my house. What do? Well, ask yourself, how much does this cost versus need, right? And is it going to create value down the road? And if I was to go sell my house in 5 years or 10 years, or maybe you plan on living in it for 30 years, is that thing that I invested in still going to be there, going to be in good shape? And am I going to be able to sell the house for what I put into it? It just depends, right? It depends on what you do. If you go paint your house, you're going to create value and curb appeal. If you go put a garden in, well, that's awesome if you love gardening, and I would never tell you not to do that kind of stuff. I mean, obviously it's your house. You want to put effort and time into the things that you enjoy, but you're probably not going to be able to charge an extra $5,000 because you put a garden in, right? It might create a little bit of curb appeal for someone that's interested in buying a house with a garden, but it doesn't necessarily gain value in the house. So that's what I would throw out there, is just like a thought, is when you're deciding what to do, how to upgrade your house, just think about what will create value and versus cost. And it should help you out down the road. It'll help you create a bunch of equity in your house. And then when the day does come to sell, you've got all these items and these things done that create value. My name is Ben with Building Code Tips. And for any information for you do-it-yourselfers out there, if you're looking for building code question, I'm an inspector by trade. And so I have tons of building code information. I have information on investments, and it's just all about helping do-it-yourselfers get through their projects. You can go to buildingcodetips.com, and by all means, comment below. If you're out there and you've invested in your house and you've done one thing versus the other, and you've noticed that you've gained more value on the sale of your house later on down the road, tell everybody so we can all know. That's what this is all about. And if you enjoyed the video or you enjoyed buildingcodetips.com or anything, subscribe below. And I hope that your project just runs awesome and smooth out there and you're having fun with it.